Now it's the game we've all been waiting for. The United States takes on Norway for the gold medal in ice sledge hockey. We're going to head out to the E Center for the start of the game. But first, I got a chance to meet with the American team for an inside look at what this tournament has meant to them.
What is the story with you guys? You know what? The original plan was we were going to interview the Canadian team. Thank you. Because you guys were interviewing, you weren't supposed to do doodly squad in this. How do you account for it? Who wants to go first?
Teamwork.
Right there in the middle.
We've all worked together for so long, and now with Coach Middleton's plan, we've all worked together, worked the plan, and here we are, gold medal game.
Coach Middleton has really trained us well. You know, he has his experience in the NHL, but he's taken his skills, adjusted them, and implemented it with our talent.
Here's the deal, though. Here's the truth. You guys have won one game in Paralympic competition before this tournament started. One game in the entire history of the sport. You come in here, and you're wiping everybody off the face of the earth. Did you know you could do that before you got here?
Yes, we did, because we have heart, and we worked awful hard for this, and we knew we had confidence coming in here.
Coach Middleton has brought all the pieces together, created a powerhouse team right now, and can't be stopped. We're on a roll. We're going all the way. So it feels great. 12 years and finally winning. You know, it's like, phew, man.
Did you ever dream you'd be going into a gold medal game?
Yes, dreamed about it. You know, all these games that we've played, we weren't out of them, and all these guys have great talents. That's why we're here now and why we're at the top.
The notion of viewing your sport, though, as a sport, it wasn't until I saw it in person that said, these guys are banging each other, they're playing a game. Is that what you're hoping America sees when they finally get a chance to see you play on television?
This is hockey. I mean, I'm someone that came from able-bodied hockey, now playing sled hockey, and the only difference, instead of putting my skates on my feet, now I'm sitting on my skates. You know, you go out there and, you know, we're battling for the puck and trying to put it in the net more times than the other team does.
Can you be satisfied with a silver medal, having gone this far?
No way.
The women's team couldn't do it. The men's team couldn't do it. They had to rely on us to bring home the gold.
And the United States has plenty to smile about, because who would have thought that they would be playing for the gold medal, but that's exactly what they will do today. Welcome to the E Center. Ian Furness with Brent Severin. Gold medal action coming up. 7 days ago, the United States was the lowest seeded team in the ice sledge hockey tournament. Nobody gave this team much of a chance to play for any kind of medal, much less a gold medal. But that's exactly what's going to happen here tonight. They will take on Norway. Gold medal on the line. Brent Severin, what are the keys for the United States?
Well, 10 of the 15 guys have not played in the Paralympics before. They're going to be very excited. They're going to be jacked up. They just have to calm down, play their game, don't overextend.
What about for the defending gold medalist from Norway?
Well, Norway, they got to shut down Sly Fliss. He's got 11 goals for the USA team, but they can't get mesmerized by one guy. They have to play good, solid team defense, shut him down in front of the net.
Well, there will be another incredible crowd on hand here tonight. Another record crowd, in fact, for ice sledge hockey. They'll set that here tonight, a capacity crowd at the E Center. It's the gold medal game. The United States taking on Norway. The United States had a sellout crowd of 8,317 on their side, but it will be Norway getting on the board first after a U.S. turnover. Wolf Einar Peterson buries it, and Norway had a 1-0 lead. Now we pick up the action a little bit later on in the first period with Norway leading 1-0. Sylvester Fliss waits and dumps it along the boards, and chasing it down is Coppens. He'll try to play it down low, does, but Norway there to pick it up and able to clear back to center ice, and Fliss will chase it back into his own, towards his own blue line, and spinning away from Bjornsted. What a battle that's going to be throughout the night. Here comes Fliss. Fliss hits the line again. Nice little move in the slot, dropped it off. Here's Howard. Howard shoots, scores! Joe Howard got it! We are tied at
1. Joe Howard finding the open ice. Sylvester Fliss seems to have eyes in the back of his head, finds the open man, sends it over Howard, he's got a great shot. He is jacked up about this. We have the crowd standing. We see on this play here, Sylvester Fliss again doing all the work, finds his man. Look at the shot. Over the right shoulder of Johansson. Nice shot.
Joe Howard, his 4th goal of the tournament. What a shot that was. The 11th shot of this, the first period, finds the back of the net, and the crowd going nuts. 8,000 plus, and they are loving it now as the U.S. is pulled even. And now Rui able to clear the puck as he had pressure coming from Bjornstad. It was only Rui back there with Bjornstad as Howard bumps his man, and the puck dumped in.
Now it's going to be Norway's turn. They have their backs against the wall. How are they going to respond?
Just about 1:25 left to go in this period. Again, 15-minute periods in sledge hockey. The U.S. and Norway deadlocked at 1 after the big goal by Joe Howard. How big is that, do you think, for the United States? Because Johansson was incredible in the first period. Now we get a man bumping into Guerra, and that was Bjornstad, and we're going to have an interference call. Is it going to be on the U.S. for pushing him there, or did he get there by himself?
That's a little goonery, maybe? That's stuff we see in the NHL right there.
Here's a look at it again. Oh, he got there on his own, it looks like.
Would that be sending a message, as we've talked about?
Just like a young Brent Severin going out there bumping the goaltender. Bjornstad takes one near the end of this, the first period. Fliss, pressure coming from Peterson, and he'll try to find some room now and knocked it ahead. He'll find Howard at center ice. Here comes Joe Howard, the goal scorer. The U.S. captain Howard cuts back in the middle, waits, still with the puck, shoots and scores! Joe Howard got it, his second, 2-1 U.S.
Howard with the great maneuver. This is all him this time. He pulls it across, sets himself up for a great angle, again buries it.
Power play goal, Joe Howard, engaged yesterday, scoring 2 goals today. Here it is again.
Again, this is all him. He's trying to give himself a better angle for the shot, get him right in the slot, tease it up, little toe drag. Sweet.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
U.S. explodes 2 goals, an early goal by Norway on their first and only shot of the period. 2 goals though by Joe Howard, the U.S. on top, 2-1.